Hello wonderful people of the internet, my name is Caroline Kihugu. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in case you're new here, welcome, and if you've not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Today I would like to talk about why they ask you not to take a loan to start a business. And before we talk about that, I still have my hood on because it's very cold in Murang'a. I don't know about the place you are in, but it's very cold in Murang'a and we are trying to keep warm. We already know from a video I did back then that one of the ways to get funds to start a business is getting a loan. And today I would like to talk about why they advise you not to take a loan to start a business. And I hope you enjoy, and I would like to have a conversation with you. One of the reasons they ask you not to take a loan is because of the interest, and especially if you're taking a loan from banks and Shylocks, you already know that the interest is very high, and the profit that you'll be making will be used back to pay the loan plus the interest, which is very high. And if you started with your own money, you would save a lot of money, unlike when you are getting a loan. Another one, because the business is not guaranteed of success, and if you do not have another means of payment, you will be stressed out. You'll be stressed out because businesses take too long before you start making money. Businesses take too long before you have enough to sustain yourself, let alone sustain a business and pay a loan. So that is another reason as to why they advise you not to take a loan to start a business. Another one is because businesses need a lot of money to start and run, and every cent made is needed to keep running the business. It's needed to stock up the business and even take it further. So if you start with a loan, possibilities of growing your business are very low, because the little you got is sent to the banks to pay off their loans. And if it was your own money or it was another money, it will be instead used to fund the business and grow it. Another reason is because you are prone to disappointments and frustrations. This is mainly because, yes, the money is coming in, but you will have to spend it on loans, which if you are not self-motivated or you do not have a supporting system around you motivating you, chances of quitting or calling it a quit are very high, because nobody wants to put too much effort and not have to see success as a result. So if you keep working hard and you do not have anything to show for the hard work, chances are you will give up and you get tired very fast. Another one is because you might have to keep borrowing more to keep running the business and to keep running the business. And this is because the little you get in, you are paying your loan. So for you to keep the business running, you have to borrow more and more until a point where it can stand on its own, where that might take too long or even have the business collapse. So that's why they advise you not to take a loan to start a business unless you have another means of paying for the business other than the business you're starting. Another one is because of inflation. Like right now, the inflation rate is very high, and most of the time you find that, yes, there is money circulating, but then everything is too expensive. Everything is just beyond what we expect. Everything is beyond the norm. So imagine you just took a loan to start a business, and with the budget you had planned, everything exceeds the budget you had planned, do you think that you will be in a position to keep growing your business and still pay the loan and survive? Due to the high inflation rate, chances are your business might die, or you might get tired of financing the business yourself, or you might even opt to close it. And I wish I knew this before even starting a business, because myself, I took a loan to start a business, which I've been paying. Okay, for me, I was lucky because my uncle gave me the loan, and we talked about we had a plan on how I would pay him back. And although it took long, I didn't expect it to take that long, and I had explained that I would pay back his money on time, but then it took too long paying back because I had not run I'd run various business before, but not on loan. And I thought it's like the mitumba business where I would go today, buy clothes, sell 100% profit or even more, go back to the market, do the same, pay. In the business, I mean, it's more demanding, it's more money consuming and time consuming. So at the end of the day, I'm taking too much time to pay my loans, have enough for my bills, and even sustain my own lifestyle. That's why most of the time people wonder, what do I do with my money? Yet I keep working hard, and yet I keep complaining that I'm broke. Well, it's a huge risk I took, and it's a big mistake I'm paying for till to date, because most of the time I've had to keep borrowing to keep financing the business. But then at the moment, I'm trying to work on a means that I do not have to keep borrowing more debts. I have a plan, and I hope everything will go well. And I've also come to realize that while you are starting, most of the time we do not know how to charge, which is a big mistake I did, which is a huge topic that I would like to talk about in the future if you are interested in. And I'm at a point where I know that I don't need to keep begging customers to pay. Sometimes I have to refuse some jobs because if they are not up to my standards, if they are not up to my capability, sometimes I will have to say no to the work. Not because I have a lot of money, no, not because I have so many clients, no, but because sometimes I will have to charge what is needed to keep the business floating, or else I will just have no client, or instead I will just have no client and know that I'm not in business, which is a big mistake we do most of us when we are starting, because we just don't take every client, pay bills, and get some money without realizing how much it will cost us in the future. Nobody expected that everything will be this expensive in the future or to date. We expected everything will go as it was normal, and now that everything is too expensive, I am understanding why they say they would rather have one good paying client than have 10 clients who are stressing them, who are not paying well. And they're like, I thought it's because they had enough money, but now I understand I would rather have little money, little clients paying better and keeping me afloat in business. That is, then I know that I'm in business, other than having so many of them yet I'm not in business. And until now, it's something I It's just something I learned very recently by just going back to my books, analyzing my clients, analyzing how we are doing, and I realized I have so many clients, yet I'm still struggling to pay my bills. And I was talking to a friend of mine. Hi, Dad. He owns a company, Stavia company. It's a cleaning company in Kisumu, and we were talking the other day, and he said he would rather have a few clients paying him very well than have 1,000 of them and they are giving him stress when it comes to payment and the like. Because, like, for example, our field is so demanding. Imagine you have 10 employees, you need to pay them, and you have a client that pays you whenever they feel like, and these employees will not go for more than a month without their salary. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to survive? How will you pay them? So sometimes, even while charging your clients, you have to evaluate a lot of things. I would also make a video concerning how to charge clients if you're interested, and don't make the same mistakes I did. Do not think that by charging people cheaper, you'll make it far. No. Something to put in mind is always charge right. Let people pay you for your services according to how they're supposed to be paid. Because how long did you have to learn the basics, or how much time did it cost you to learn what you know? And exactly that's why we keep complaining that doctors, lawyers, and all other professions charge you more. But it's because they have taken too much time to know or to learn that thing you need, to learn that service, that thing you need their service from. So back to the point about why they advise you not to take a loan to start a business. Okay, I'm not saying it's entirely bad taking a loan, but it's wise taking a loan if you already have another source of income and you know how you will pay a loan back. Not entirely that you're taking a loan to start a business. It's you are expecting the business to pay the loan, and that will disappoint you. It will stress you. It will give you sleepless nights, and I wish you just planned better even before starting the company. But if it's the only thing you can do, go ahead and start it. Go ahead and take the loan to do it. Although, know how you'll pay back. Robert Kiyosaki did it. If he did it, and so many other are doing it, why not you? But no, it's not gonna be a how do you put it? It's not a it's not a journey in the park. What do you say about that? It's not a what in the park. Anyway, my mind is even failing me. Comment below, let me know some of the reasons as to why you cannot take a loan to start a business, or if you would, some of the advantages to take the loan to start a business. Let's start this conversation, and maybe somebody will learn something or two from it. Till next time, bye.